Early Thursday morning, July 18th, 2003, my wife Linda and I, Phil Robinson, my four daughters, Christina, Jennifer, Lauren, and Natalie, headed to Red River, New Mexico area to camp at Goose Lake, then later hike Gold Hill. May 30th, 2003, I was married to Linda, and I am the new father of the four girls. Her physical father is no longer living. Last year, though we had separate tents, we camped 5 nights at Holy Ghost Campground at the edge of the Pecos Wilderness. 5 nights was too much for Linda last year, so we're just staying 2 nights this year. When we got to Red River, we headed east past town until we got to a sign that said Goose Lake. Then we turned right. Immediately, you have to cross the river and water up to the door. You must have a 4-wheel drive vehicle. It's almost 8 miles of tough road. This is the first time we've taken the 1992 Toyota Land Cruiser, and the road was so tough with boulders, I felt like I was in a dream and driving where a car should not go. It was such fun to drive over this rough road. It took an hour on the dirt and boulder road to reach the lake. It did not give our vehicle any problems. We were the only ones at the lake, and we camped in one big tent right by the edge of the lake so the girls could wade. Goose Lake is a high alpine lake with an elevation of 11,550 feet. We had a great dinner and campfire that evening. We also brought along my son's dog, Sam. He's a mixed basset hound. He gave us some entertainment in early evening by chasing a squirrel full speed while he was tied to a leash, and the leash was tied to a tree. When his head stopped, his feet kept going until they were way past his head. It was so funny to see, but we felt a bit sorry for Sam. The next morning we got up, ate breakfast, and all of us climbed to about 12,000 feet on the South Ridge. We saw lots of marmots, and when Sam chased one, it whistled. Then another whistled in another direction. Then another whistled in an area of boulders. One after the other, Sam just stood there looking confused. Their safety system worked well. At the ridge, only my oldest daughter, Lauren, wanted to go on to Gold Hill. The twins, Christina and Jennifer, age 6, my middle daughter, Natalie, age 8, and my wife, Linda, went down. Lauren, age 10, and the dog and I headed up. It's about 1.7 miles from the lake, a short hike along the South Ridge, and we made it. Gold Hill, elevation 12,716 feet. From the top, there were beautiful views in every direction. We stayed a bit, then headed down the same way we came up. We arrived back at camp around the lake, hiking 3.4 miles round trip. We got back to camp, had a nice dinner and campfire. Around the campfire, Lauren imitated Ernest T. Bath from the Andy Griffith Show, doing chin-ups to impress his girl, and a skit while holding a lantern. We laughed and laughed. She was an hilarious young actress. The next morning, Saturday, we got up, packed up, and then headed down the rough 4-wheel drive road that was lots of fun, then headed back to town. This peak, Gold Hill, is the restarting of my peak bagging.